And hello everyone, this is Tim from V7 Software Development. In this tutorial we're going to be looking at creating reports and charts. The Service Advisor software contains many reports, charts, and graphs to help you run your business and become more profitable. And you can see on the screen just a small example of what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead to our main customer screen and take a look at the reports and charts menus. And let's go up to our File menu at the very top. Come over to Reports and Charts. Let's go ahead and click on Reports and open that menu. And in this menu we have various items. Let's look at the first one here, Service Orders. If we hover over that, we'll see a sub-menu pop up to the right. And in this sub-menu, we'll see all the different types of reports that we can create that are related to service orders. First one being All by Customer. This will give you a list of all the service orders grouped by particular customer. Next one we have Pending. This will show you a report on service orders that are pending, that are not completed out yet. Next, Completed. This will generate a report showing all service orders that are completed. Next, service orders with a balance due. And finally, the Technician Income Report. Let's take a closer look at that right now. If we take a closer look up here at the top, we will see there is a title for the report. And there is the company name. Over to the right, we have the print date, the date the report was created, and the date range. Now when you create a report, you have the option to enter a date range. This one happens to be March 15th through March 22nd, a one-week date range. Now you can enter any range you wish. You can do last year, you can do year to date, you can do 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, however you choose. Now down here we have 5 technicians that actually had income within this period, and it shows their stats over here to the right. The number of tickets, the total income, and the average per ticket. If we come down here to the bottom line, we've got our totals. Total number of tickets for this week, 54. Total income, and the average per ticket for this time frame. And down here we have a total number of technicians right here. Okay, and we're back on the main screen. I'd like to show you the date range option that I was just speaking about on the reports. We'll go back up here to the service orders and down to the technician income. If we click that, we'll see the enter date range pop up. And here we can enter any range we like for our report. We can select from the drop-down calendar any custom date we like. Select the last 7 days, 30 days, 60, 90, last year, month to date, year to date, and all time. Once we select one, we just hit continue and our report will be generated. And this is blank. We don't have any data in the program right now, but that is how you create a report with a customized date range. Now we have many other reports available, and most of them will behave in a similar manner to the technician income report that we just covered. Now some will have a date range, some will not, depending on the report. But as I said, they will be similar, and I think what we covered earlier will give you a pretty good idea of how they work. So let's move on to the Charts menu. And in the Charts menu, we have Income, Proposals, Agreements, Service Calls, and Customer Demographics. And they'll each have their own little sub-menu. For instance, Income, you can look at income by division. Maybe you have a service division, maybe you have an installation division. Or you can look at income by the month. Next we have Proposals. You can see a chart by property type, by the status of the proposal, whether it's pending or completed, and by the month. Agreements, you can do a chart showing the property type, commercial, residential. Service calls, again, you can do a property type graph. Completion code, the status, or by month. Customer demographics, customers by location, by property type, and by their referral source. How did you attain that customer? Was it a TV ad? Was it word of mouth, etc.? And here we have a few examples of our charts. This one is customers by location. Now up at the top you have a pie chart showing customers by state. If you service more than one state, that may be useful. Down at the bottom, this would be more useful for those of you who say only service within a single state. This will show you your customers by zip code. And here we have an example of service calls by month. Now, this report does not have a date range. Rather, it has a year selection. When you go to create the report, you will be prompted to select a year. This one we've selected 2016, and that will show all of the service calls per month for that year. Down on the bottom, we have the months January through December. And on the left-hand side, vertically, we have the number of service calls. Now, if you look at the colored bars in the center, the numbers inside of those colored bars represent the number of service calls for that month. And coming back to our main screen, let's create a different type of chart. Click on your Charts menu, come down to Agreements, and in the Agreement submenu, we'll see a Property Type chart that we can create. And what this will do is create a chart showing the number of properties we have that are commercial and the properties we have that are residential. So let's take a look. And here we have our print preview of the Agreements by Type pie chart. As usual, we have the company name up in the upper left-hand corner and the print date on the right-hand corner. Down below, we have our pie chart, color-coded, residential and commercial. We have the total number of residential policies and the total number of commercial. We just have 3 total policies entered right now for demonstration purposes. All right, back on the main screen here, let's create one more quick chart before we wrap it up. Go down to Customer Demographics, click Referral, and here we have the referrals chart. Now, down in the pie chart, you'll see several categories such as radio, television, coupon, internet, and NA. The NA is a customer that has no referral source entered on their record. So that usually means when the dispatcher or the office staff took the call, they failed to enter a referral source into the program for whatever reason. So in this particular example, if we look over in the percentages box, we have 14.3% of our customers have no designation in the referral box. Now, the categories that you see here, these are not the only categories available. There are many more available, but the only ones that will show up on your report are ones that have been used. So, for instance, friend referral is a category, but it's not on here, so that means none of our customers have been referred by a friend. As with all our reports, you have the title up at the top left, along with the company name, the print date on the right, and ample room on the left, as well as along the bottom if you want to punch it and put it in a binder. So that pretty much does it for reports and charts. I thank you for joining me today. This has been Tim from V7 Software Development, and we'll see you next time.